If you judge the quantum race by how many qubits, IonQ clearly falls behind. But the real contest isn't count, it's how rarely you make a mistake. That's fidelity. IonQ chose the path of fewest errors even with fewer qubits, and its gate fidelity hits 99.99%, one mistake in 10,000 operations. That number isn't a brag. It's the entry ticket to the error correction era. IonQ spun out of the University of Maryland and Duke in 2015. In 2021 it became the first pure-play quantum company to go public, trading as IonQ. It uses a trapped ion approach, ytterbium ions held inside a vacuum chip, with systems running from Forte to the next generation Tempo. The current CEO, Niccolò De Masi, comes from a capital NM and a background. That said, 2025 revenue guidance is just $75 to $95 million, the absolute scale is still small. So what does the company actually do? Inside a vacuum chip, ions are levitated and held by electromagnetic fields, then controlled one by one with lasers. Because ions are identical particles made by nature, qubit quality is uniform, and every qubit connects directly to every other, all-to-all connectivity. The superconducting approach IBM and Google use only links neighboring qubits, so bridging distant ones adds operations and piles up errors. IonQ avoids that loss. That's why IonQ measures itself not by raw count but by algorithmic qubits, #AQ, the effective qubits that can actually run an algorithm. IonQ's moat has 4 layers. First, best-in-class gate fidelity. A 10-fold lower error rate cuts the qubits needed for the same result by tens of times, so IonQ can shoulder the cost of expensive error correction first. Second, by acquiring firms like ID Quantique, it claimed a second market, quantum security and networking, a path to revenue even before a full quantum computer exists. Third, it's available on all 3 major clouds, AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, locking in distribution. Fourth, with roughly $1.5 billion in cash, it holds the largest war chest in the industry. Here are the strengths. First, it leads on accuracy rather than count, which only helps more as the error correction era arrives. Second, all-to-all connectivity and uniform qubits, trapped ion structural edge, mean none of the connection losses superconducting designs suffer. Third, a double bet that can earn revenue from quantum security even before a full computer exists. Fourth, ample cache plus distribution across all 3 clouds. This is exactly why, in the previous EP04 4-way quantum comparison, IonQ was named the leading core candidate. On the flip side, plenty deserves a cold look. First, revenue is so small it doesn't even match big tech's quantum team budgets, story runs ahead of fundamentals. Second, constant share issuance amid losses dilutes shareholders. Biggest war chest also means prints the most stock. Third, trapped ions are slow, and scaling by linking chips with photons is still unproven, a roadmap risk. Fourth, the stock trades at hundreds of times revenue, pulling the entire future forward, and it's so sentiment sensitive that a single Jensen Huang remark about quantum being 20 years out knocked it down 30%. Here's the verdict. IonQ bet not on the flashy contest of qubit count, but on the essential one, how rarely you err. The 99.99% isn't a marketing figure, it's the entry ticket to the error correction era, and IonQ punched that ticket first. But revenue is still a story, and the valuation has already spent the future. Signals call, watch. Not buy, but understand and watch. Next episode, we look coldly at the scenarios where this company could disappear. Continuing in EP2.